To be young, gifted, and black, we make it out the hood, hoping for equality, but we don't see that. See, my ancestors survived the mental attack, coupled with the demands of the Atlantic we crossed that. So, with the urge to live, we sat in ships, only to be bred by haters for a nation's profits. See, I forgave you and don't hate you. Racist ladies and gents, in fact, I even love you. See, this country is my home. This country is my heart. But the killing of my brothers been here from the start. You beat us to death and then you hung us from trees. This is the price we paid for the land of the free. See, this black on black murder, it remains a norm. But killing men inside this nation takes a myriad of forms. So as Dunn shoots kids over loud music, Zimmerman beats and shoots whomever he chooses. But I'm talking foolishly about life. It's never really gonna be so wise. I'm talking foolishly about life. It's never really gonna be so wise. See, my degree is not bulletproof. So if a man sees my skin and belittles my kin, he can stand still and shoot. They victim blame as if my skin is a threat or I'm in your debt. So Florida stands on the grounds of text. So the nine is divine, especially when it shines a fiery light of death and claim of a defensive crime. No value for black men, shoot. It's confirmation. The power of a team to invoke intimidation. False intimidation as its manipulation of legal rights and norms set unequal limitations. And Uncle Sam won't help a colorblind nation moving towards notions of acceptance of assimilation. Operations on the hearts of egos, more cinematic than Rigo, expecting young people minds to agree, but no longer will we find comfort in conformity, accepting false generosity for America's slave property. But I'm talking foolishly about life. It's never really gonna be so wise. Said I'm talking foolishly about life. It's never really gonna be so wise. All grown up and no longer looking for mules. A generation of CEOs loaded ready to duel. So let the shots of freedom rain down on me and she and he as we create this new we, this commodity. You can't trade it, you actually freaking trained it. The picture is what I'm painting. While campus and color dots, while campus I'm jumping spies. So pressure to excel, forces gravity on top and we stay up later in hopes of making the same paper. Into the hood, we never considered a traitor. So I wake up every day with a prayer. Meek told me that there were layers into these blood suckers on Buffy, the inequality slayer. And that's anybody who believes that we can't achieve without this corporate mercy or surface level diversity as we run the world, run up to boys and girls and hug them with all our might instead of shooting about a fright. For our differences make us unique, from our resilience levels to our varying physiques. We've been climbing way too long not to reach this freaking peak, so when we meet, just greet and don't never shoot me. But I'm talking foolishly about life. It's never really gonna be so wise. I'm talking foolishly about life. It's never really gonna be so wise. Happy Black History Month. One day we won't be seen so much as domestic terrorists or people who bring down the system. People will realize that we built this nation. Our blood, our sweat, our tears. And that every time we sue and we scream Black history, Black power, Black love, Black lives matter. Anything that we put black on, just like Solomon 1. Even though I am black, I am love. I am God's representation. I am sent here from above. We have value. We have nothing but value and love living inside of us. But something about humans like to destroy themselves. But Black history, we build ourselves. We become ourselves. We become better, stronger together as we weather every storm. So I want you to continue to love yourself and love Black history. And no matter who's watching this, black, orange, white, blue, gray, turquoise, whatever color you are, whatever color you claim, whatever color society puts on you. Only through loving yourself can you love others. And understanding and moving beyond your race is about listening. It's not really about talking. So as I talk and tell you my experience of how I appreciate my history and my ancestors coming across the Atlantic, only 4% of all slaves even came to the United States. But as they came across the Atlantic and built a nation, and they stayed strong for 400 years, I have nothing but the right to just fight for you, fight for my justice, and fight for this peace that I want today. To eradicate racism, to eradicate it. Now, I can't eradicate it from your mind. Only you can do that. If you love yourself and you love others. Recognize that every time black people uplift ourselves, no one comes down. No one falls down because of it. Unless your success is predicated on the oppression of black people. If you feel less powerful as we gain more power, then you need to find out where your power is rooted. Because I know my roots. Do you? This is Professor Miles. You can follow me at Professor Miles on Twitter. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel where you're probably watching this right now. I just know, man, I had to wipe tears from my eyes before I did this video. And I had to do it because my history makes me happy. Because it shows me how strong I am. And I view myself today as a strong black man, not only because of what I've done for myself to overcome, challenges in Oakland, Queens, New York, Los Angeles, South Central, Chesapeake, Virginia, Philadelphia, West Side, but what my family has gone through. Surviving homelessness, slavery, civil rights, the lack thereof, respect and the lack thereof, making our lives matter and the lack thereof. I love black history. I love being black. Because you couldn't see the shining lights and stars that are in the sky of the universe without the black and dark matter that exists in excess around it. Love yourself and always remember a black hole is the strongest star in the sky. Not even light can accept it. Not even light can escape it. Gravity calls to it and brings it. And I think on Earth, we're trying to choose between light and dark, as if both don't exist, as if both don't make the universe what it is today. Be great, man. You already are.